My Sultan ibn Arabi, may Allah sanctify his secret, says, reaching Allah happens through wonder. Could you explain this? What is meant by this saying? So where is the station? We call the station of wonder. That is the station of nearness, in the presence of Allah Almighty. There, for example, right, when one speak in the presence of Allah, those sultans never speak. But we, on the other hand, chatter on and on. We talk like that, so people will think we're knowledgeable. Once, some people came from Cyprus and Germany. 2 brothers came like that. They had been recommended to us. They called on the phone. We want to listen to the teacher's talk. I said, all right, please come. I picked them up from the bus station by car. We brought them here. Anyway, we ate and drank. The man started talking and went on for 3 hours without taking a breath. I just listened like that. At the end of 3 hours, he said, teacher, he said, may God bless you. I feel so relieved. Why? The man was full, right? Now, what can you put into a full glass? He's looking for a good listener for himself. In many situations, just listening like that is wonderful. Unfortunately, we can't manage it. Everyone wants to talk, so it shows we know something. See how relieved he was. If I had talked to him, he wouldn't have understood anything, because the man was already full. He said, teacher, may God bless you. I feel so much better. That's what it's all about. He said that Mevlana was having a conversation with Sadatin Konevi. But when I say conversation, what kind is it? A conversation of the heart. They're not chatting oddly like us. They just look at each other. One of the disciples, was tempted by the devil while serving, coming in and out. He says to Mevlana, "Oh Mevlana," he asks, "what is poverty, faqr?" Faqr, meaning the station of nothingness, right? Can there be any existence in the presence of God? No matter how rich or powerful you are, God is richer than you, so there you are poor. Mevlana doesn't respond. The disciple thinks, well, he didn't even consider us worthy of an answer. Anyway, on his second entry, he asks again. This time, Mevlana gets up and leaves. He says to Sadatim Konevi Hazretleri, "Oh, Sheikh, why did Mevlana get upset? I asked a question, but he didn't answer." He says, and the second time he got angry. He got up and left. "My child," he says, "I asked the first time and he gave you the answer." He says, when you asked again the second time, he got angry and left. "How so?" he asked. "What is poverty? It is to remain silent. You are in the presence of Allah." He says, "Can one speak in the presence of Allah?" He already gave you the answer, but you couldn't understand it. These are deep matters, For 3 hours, Hazrat Sadatin Konevi and Mevlana just look at each other forlornly. Like the way Uzgur and I look at each other. No word is spoken. After 3 hours, he says, they get up and embrace. "My Sultan, may Allah be pleased with you," he says. "It was a beautiful conversation." The disciple says, they've been sitting here since morning and haven't said a single word. Because it's a beautiful conversation. The guy's like, "What conversation?" He couldn't hear anything. See, the connections always complete each other. Someone like me and nobody once came to Shah Naqshband, and his blessed disciple was sitting there silently. He says, "Masters, please say a few words so that we may receive some spiritual benefit." He says, "My child, if someone cannot receive spiritual benefit from my silence, they will not understand anything from my words either. Wherever the friends of God are, that is already a place where God's mercy descends. There's no need for them to say anything. We talk, but what do we really understand anyway?" Isn't that right, Mustafa? I don't understand anything, do you? If you don't understand, how could I possibly understand? That's the point. Talk a little so we can receive some spiritual benefit. What benefit are you going to get? Mercy is already pouring down, just sit properly. you're already receiving the benefit. Unfortunately, people are so impatient, so hasty.